I say a lot that are. Oh, fandom can also.
So the last one was Attack of
Enjoy
Titan.
Yeah.
And we
call
did
it
the rest of it.
Music.
I can't believe you didn't get as much sun.
Let's call it.
Gina, what did you say?
We long rested.
Yeah.
Yes.
3. Ugh. Gross. 6 or 9. I never really know.
Gross.
The slash is on the bottom part, right?
I have 127 hits. How many do you have?
What a bard.
Me? 144. You have 127?
Yeah, I'm badass.
I only have 87.
My AC is 16.
So is
I
mine.
thought I had
Yeah, I'm
93.
dope. Dude.
Yeah, I'm dope. Name. What do we think?
Steve. Oh, for the episode. Steve.
Teleport tantrums.
Oh, I love it.
And Werner will just throw a tantrum.
Okay.
So it makes sense.
No.
I
don't
my
know
God. On a
I don't know where the
character,
fourth one was hiding.
when their spells fail, they're just so they throw a tantrum. They're so mad.
Look at my-
One damage to themselves.
Just like, God damn it!
My,
You should have gotten that.
My stuff is like
needed a fucking win here, guys!
the space team.
Oh, yeah. What? Activate the Weeble Wall.
That's what
So
I
I'm
love.
activate
First
the
time.
Weeble Wobble?
Have you ever played Space Team before?
What?
Oh,
Well, we're
we'll
doing
play
that.
one after. Yeah. I think we can play quick phone version.
For sure.
It's such a good game.
All right. You guys ready?
Do we have a name?
Yeah.
No. What do we say? Space.
Teleport tantrums.
No. Teleport tantrums. Not teleport tantrums.
Teleport.
I was like, that's what I said. And then you said what I said. I was like, oh yeah.
You said.
I said it.
And then the notification's fine. I think.
Teleport tantrum.
Episode 22. Wild.
One more, and we'll be on our 50th episode.
Oh.
So how old are your kids that have sticky shirts?
Not of age.
Okay.
How old are your kids that have sticky shirts?
15 and
37.
16.
Yeah.
What do their
I
fake
hope
IDs
their
say?
parents.
I got 2 kids at home, 35 and 39.
How would you go that order? Because the 39-year-old one's a bit of a dick, and I don't think you should ever be mentioned first.
It's the 39-year-old kid back first.
All right, you guys ready? 2s in a row. Not a good day for me.
We'll start it at 3.
Yeah.
I think that's low odds. What are the odds that I rolled 3 2s in a row?
Really low. Let's go.
No, we already started. We started at 3 minutes.
No, but we're gonna start streaming.
Just want to upset the countdown apple cart like that, huh?
You can do it.
I'm kidding. In 5, 4, 3.
2. That's what I roll now.
All right, welcome to another installment of Roll for Revelry. My name is AJ, your friendly neighborhood DM, and we're here to play D&D. So, previously, you guys were defending a city being assaulted by a giant titan, a enormous construct, just ravaging the city and being followed by an army of these small construct worm, snake, crawly guys.
Mm,
That's their official term.
that's what they're
It's,
called.
well, it's
in the
written.
book.
Yeah, it's in the base. It's raw. It's rules as written. So.
Raw?
Rules as written. Parts of the city were demolished in the attack. Parts were also destroyed from the fallout of the Titan crashing down. So you kind of collaborated with the remaining guards of the city as to setting a plan of how to fix it, what to do next, what steps were to follow. You said that you attempted to repair the chain that holds the city protects, that holds the floating island above, by and it took me a while because while we were playing last time, I did not understand what you guys meant by I'm going to wrap a chain around a chain and fix it. But I understand you looped it through the other links, creating a large, So you did your best to repair
I believe it's called bubbling the chain.
Sure.
Made
Repair
that
the
up,
chain.
But it could be.
I like it.
You also spoke with the remaining guards and warn them of another attack, because this is a hot spot and certainly could be attacked again. While you were kind of setting things up, you were able to get a long rest in. You took care of some things, the chain. You spied on your nemesis, Adri, and in doing so, you found that she was collaborating with the Ingiba, an order of monks that,
So,
on the face of things, show charity and generosity, but you have come to find out different. They were collaborating and trying to collect magic users and magic items of the realm, and allowing an upper class to flee on this floating island as their attempts to break the chain and set this island free, creating a oasis from the wretched. To create a new world. That's one of the words that we use. So, as you gathered things, you decided you were going to go to the city of Bryn, the city closest to this Ingiba temple, and you sought help from your devilishly handsome friend, Werner Whitby, who's probably who's a wizard and would be able to teleport you there, or so you thought.
Oh.
At the end of our last session, we rolled for the teleport and the location and how close you can get to certain things, as we've done before. And Werner has never been to the city.
What?
That son of a bitch lied to us. You've been to Britain, right? Tons of times. Love it.
There was an argument. At one point, you guys were going to go to Holden, and he had been to Holden, but yes, said Bryn at the end of the day. Sure. So, as you all teleport, you come to in a forested area.
Here.
Large trees, kind of a boreal forest. Or wait, what's that? Not boreal. Boreal's cold.
Deciduous?
Ah.
it's like pine trees.
It's like a
Pine trees.
Yeah.
deciduous.
Like in a Michigan,
It's like a,
Michigan forest.
it's like a maple tree.
There's a
Oh, yeah. No.
Conifers.
conifer. Oh, yeah. There's a spread of both.
Boreal.
Needles
There's
and-
a bird
and-
makes a boreal. It's like piney.
Yeah, that's like
Boreal.
north of us. That's like
I'm
Canada.
trying to say
Slim.
arboreal.
No, Slim.
Sure. My point is,
Tree forest. Yeah.
there are trees very similar to what you would see in Michigan. You see deciduous and conifers, pine needle beds on the ground, not necessarily colder than the season allows. You're not up in the mountains or anything else, but you come to, and all 8 of you, all 7 of you, are standing there in the forest.
7.
You left with 8, however, and she tends to do this, but Merlinda has did not arrive with you. Well, because she's not here.
Hey, Werner.
Yeah, yes.
Werner, hi.
Hello.
Hi. Hey.
You guys wanted to go to this forest, right?
No.
No.
I could have swore you said, take me to the forest, please.
What forest are we in?
I don't know,
Nice.
so I chose one, and I knew you would like it.
I'm gonna like.
I
really-
screwed up, guys.
Uh.
Sorry, I can't.
I'm gonna taste some of the dirt.
Oh, that's so funny. I was gonna like go like this in the air and see if I can figure out.
You feel on one side of your finger, it's a little cold.
Close to the coast.
And it's just there's a light wind.
How's the dirt taste?
Our boreal. It tastes like dirt.
Does this feel I have a regional flair based on my
What are your locations that you can be fancy in? That's okay.
The regional flair of my tasting notes.
coast, forest, and mountain?
Forest. You are indeed in a forest.
Do I recognize the vintage?
You would. I have a question. How often do you taste? Are you a? Do you taste the terra of every region you're in?
Well, it depends. If there's a lot of bugs, one of the techniques is to cover myself in mud as to prevent the bugs, and then generally some gets in your mouth.
Okay, so is that a
So
normal,
mostly, yeah.
So yes, that's a normal practice because everywhere has bugs.
Yeah.
All right. You have definitely tasted this force before.
Do I remember?
Roll a nature check.
While he's doing all of his dirt tasting, I'm
13.
gonna ask Werner about his last name. Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Wartbeam, right?
Uh,
Warner Wartbeam?
Whitbeam.
One more time.
Whitbeam? It's Whitbeam,
Whitbeam.
but there's an H, and I wanted to make sure that you understood that.
Oh. So, Whitbeam.
Sure.
Where does that come from? Is that old Belpinian?
No. My family, my peepaw, originally comes from a small town in the Republic to the south.
Oh.
Oh, Southerner, eh?
Yep, he's a farmer, and he made wheat.
Oh.
We use the sun and water to make the wheat. And
I
Whitwater is
get
a
it
dumb
now.
name.
I get it. So that's where you got the beam, but where does the wit come?
Yeah. So yeah, that's about me.
Oh. Also, one more question about your background.
Yes.
Did you not bring everybody?
This is all we left with.
Oh, no, I thought, you guys saw Merlinda with us, right?
Yeah, she comes and goes.
Oh. Alright, yeah, that's fair. I remember when I had to act super drunk once, and I wasn't. I know, mark it on the calendar. But, then they were like, oh, we're guards. I was like, oh, I'm super drunk. And
Yeah, I don't
I
remember
was
that.
like, hey, I'm here now. And we were all like, oh, hey, what's up? Kid, how's your dirt tasting?
Just like a 13.
This is a familiar enough that you're probably in the area that you wanted to be.
We are close. If I had to guess, we're probably due east of town. Is my guess.
Where there's little trees.
Yes. Or all the trees are.
Oh.
So, are we gonna? What do we know where we are?
We need to go west.
Okay. Where's that?
Let's go look up at the sun and determine what direction east is.
I'm going to do some investigation to see if there's anything that
right.
will tell me
In the
what
east and sets in the west.
This is true.
way north is.
No,
Roll a survival check.
Who's smaller?
Survive me.
You're the smallest?
They're both gnomes.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know
Both
who's smaller.
Marcus, you want to see who we can throw higher into the air to
No.
get a look?
Sure, yeah. We should ask if it's okay with them, though, first.
Yeah, for sure we should do that.
Okay, you kind of made it sound like we should just grab them and throw them.
13.
No, that sounds like how they
Because I would
attack us.
throw Werner immediately.
Which way does the sun set, Lindsay?
In this world?
In all worlds
Oh.
that we're aware of.
Rises in the east and sets in the west.
Cool. So you know where the sun is at, and you know which direction it's west.
Okay, cool. West is that away.
Start walking.
How would one of you two feel if we threw you up as high as we could into the air to see if you could see the town?
I will
Werner,
climb.
we're specifically asking you.
I'm pretty late, wiry, gangle, but
Oh, alternatively, Orla, could you just put your eyeball way up there?
Yeah.
And make sure we're going.
And so I look up in the sky where I want to put it, and then I shoot it up there, and I go back in my head, and I turn it on vision. It becomes an eyeball.
I have a roll a perception check for me, please, and work that on your spell.
22.
Cool.
22.
It's not talking about it.
You can see that there is indeed a city to the west. You can see the chain. You can see a grassy area and the mountainside off to your right as you look at the city. You see that the chain that leads up to the other island is not connected to the current island that you were defending most recently.
Wait. Was that the island that we were defending most recently?
No. You were defending the island of Finis, which was connected to Rahir and to Grey. Rahir was destroyed, de Grey was not. It only had 2 chains.
Where's... Wow! Okay, so what is the one that's above this one?
It is the island of Malone.
And where are the 2 chains on that?
It's attached to Bryn and Keston.
Jeez, those chains are far.
Talking about links that are the size of a house.
Uh-huh. So now one of the chains is not connected to this new isle also, correct? Is that what you're getting at?
They're not connected together. The 2 islands.
Were they always connected together?
They had been at one point, they were not.
How were the 2 islands connected?
By a similar fashion of a chain and
Was it like through the middle or the bottom of...
I think it was just landmass to landmass.
Well, yeah, I get that. But we were talking about the Finis, and now we're talking about this other one. So this other one is also now missing 1 chain.
It is not connected to Finis.
The middle chain.
I am so confused.
If
I need
you
a
have-
map. I need it drawn out. I need to see it.
Okay. Island 1.
Hmm?
Island 2. Each have 2 chains going to the bottom.
Chain.
There's also one that went between
Chain
them.
of fools.
That one's broken.
Okay, so this is what I thought there was. Chain to this city, chain to this city, keeping it down. And
True.
that was it.
But also, chain between.
So it's the
Because
chain-
otherwise you'd have to like go down, around, and go up.
So if you wanted to go from this one to this one, just
It's more like it was more.
Oh, okay,
it was
okay.
less of a chain to keep it steady, but it was more of a mode of transportation.
Got it. Okay.
So
you
it's much
take a
weaker.
gondola.
Yes.
Chain drive.
Either chain you want to save.
In the world.
Guys, yeah. So this is west. We need to go this way. But there was, the chain that connected the islands together. Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That makes sense because they were trying to get Finis just apart, like an island of its own.
Yeah. So they were probably working on that at some point for the other one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Could be. They're not really strong. The transport chains. They're
No.
not like. Yeah.
What
so
kind
like
of metal is it made out of?
Steelonium.
Werner,
Yes.
did you just make that word up?
No.
Insight check.
What's your insight modifier?
Gosh.
My insight modifier, I believe, is just a +2.
Oh boy.
He made it. He rolled a natural one.
Werner,
Yes.
hi.
Hey.
I'm gonna slap him,
Oh.
Thank you.
and I'm gonna ask him,
Yes.
how the fuck do you not know where we are?
It,
You
so
brought us here.
yeah, every time I teleport, I have to like focus on where I'm going. And if I
Yeah.
don't really know where I'm going, I can get off
I
course.
thought you had told us you had been here before.
I did not. I don't think I said that. Doesn't sound like. Doesn't sound like something I would say.
Here's what sounds like something you would say. No, everything's gonna be cool. Everybody hold hands. No, just kidding. Nobody needs to hold hands. I got you. And now we're in the middle of the fucking woods.
Oh, he's right. That's classic Werner. That was spot on.
Hi, yes. Don't like.
Ow! What?
Yep, that did not go the way that I
Oh
wanted it to.
boy.
Cat
Oh
attack.
boy. Meow.
Get it.
Um.
Kazarack attack.
Okay. So we just need to start going, guys. We just need to start walking. We need to get to where we need to go.
Well, it's almost nighttime, so we should leave.
Okay. How far did this walk seem as I was looking with my eyeball?
You recognize some of the landscape. You are certainly in the forest off to the far east of Britain.
Mm-hmm.
And
How
if you
long would it take
recall,
us?
there was an outpost to the south that you guys visited where there was a
Was this the
ranger there, and you guys... No.
Oh.
A ranger there, and you guys kind of hit it off with them, and then you went off in the woods and found some constructs, and then you came back, cleared some ruins.
Oh. Yes.
And-
we stayed at their place again.
Yeah.
And they had like missing troops and stuff like that, or missing people.
Yeah, and when you were fighting the construct,
Yes.
there was like a flesh golem.
Got it. So
Yeah,
are
there's
we
a guy
going-
in a yellow
Face was
cape.
like-
Yeah. Oh.
Didn't they also have what's his face was like on the porch of the whatever, and then we were all like, "What are you doing?" And he was all like, we were all like ripping vines off of him and burning them off of him, and then they kept going back.
You mean my
Oh.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
No, that's not where. That's a
Different forest.
Oh.
different forest completely.
Oh.
This was
Um,
where the metal birds attacked us. We saw them fly.
Yes.
Correct.
The morbs.
The ones you made necklaces out of
Oh yeah.
that we gave to the rat.
That's
Are we closer to? Are we closer to that outpost than we are the town?
Yes. You'd remember it takes you guys probably about a day to get from the outpost to Goblin Farm.
That's where we murdered the crew.
That's where we
Where you
started.
all met.
Wow.
And then another day from Goblin Farm to Britain.
Shit. Okay. We need to go to this outpost, guys. We're super close there.
Sure,
It's gonna
okay.
give us a safe place to stay. So, friendly faces. They cooked us some good food last time.
Did they?
So,
Quick cue.
uh-huh.
What was it?
Like boar or something
Yeah,
like
it was like a feast.
You hunted.
I think
You
we
helped their...
Quick team here. Is there anybody in Bryn that Werner knows?
Well, I don't know. You should probably ask
Werner.
Werner.
Hi!
Do you know anybody that lives in Bryn?
I don't know. Do you know anybody that lives in Bryn?
What I'm getting at here is if Werner knows somebody that lives in Bryn, we could let him use the water viewer
Cauldron.
cauldron,
I
Maybe
almost
you-
said a gap.
and then he'd be able to see Bryn, and then he could teleport us to Bryn specifically.
Well, that'll work.
But he has to know somebody there to look into.
That's very intent. That's very
Mm,
astute of you. That's using your resources.
but you don't know anybody in Bryn.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Does it work if we give him something of somebody that we know is in Bryn?
I mean, I can scry on somebody easier if I have something of theirs. But I also don't know that. They get you.
No, are you okay?
And not.
Oh.
I was like, oh, did I spill wine? But
That's what I call it. We gotta take the BR.
Gina spilled her internal wine.
Her
Blood.
sangria.
That's blood.
wow.
That's the.
Depending the language, depends
All right.
who you're talking
That's the clip of the night right there.
That's really.
Anytime you get me to eye roll or face palm is a win.
I believe that's called winning Dungeons.
Yeah.
Victory.
So what's the plan? What do we?
Okay, so we're going to go to this outpost that we've been to before.
Okay.
Because we know these people. They're super nice. They gave us a place to stay. They'll give us a place to stay again. We're about a day and a half to 2 days out of the city of Britain. It's almost nighttime. We're just not gonna make it. So we might as well get some good rest, some good food, and get an idea together of what we're gonna do when we get to this city.
Yeah, they got drinks there too.
Plan always.
Okay, which way is that?
This
This
way.
I pointed the same.
You guys both pointed in two different directions.
I was facing that way.
Okay, sure.
He was
That was
off
kinda
taking
good.
the beat. during this whole
That's
thing,
that
so-
clip word and stuff. All right. Sure.
So we head this way.
Yonder. What we call it
This
in,
way.
in wizard
Turn over there.
wizard speak.
Oh. Can you teach us any more wizard speak?
You know,
Wizard is
around.
kind of terrible at sending people places where they need to go.
Yonder's the big one you need to know.
What?
Yonder, when you're like, let's go yonder.
Is that where you teleported us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Goddamn yonder.
That's
Yeah,
where
pretty
it
much.
teleports.
Yeah, that's exactly where I teleported us.
Mark it on the map.
I would,
Yonder.
but I don't know where the fuck it is.
Point of interest.
Yonder forest.
Yonder forest?
So you all head south towards the outpost. What are you all doing to help you head to that area?
Making a lot of noise so that anything that we would be sneaking up on would be scared away by us. The way I'm making that noise is I'm yelling at goddamn Werner. Figure out his teleportation spell or whatever. I know I'm new to the
You know how
whole-
magic works.
Yeah, I
You
know.
understand spells.
I know I'm like pretty new to the whole thing.
Just saying,
but, like,
you have failures too.
yeah, but they're not nearly as glaring as this one. And I also am
Or
pretty
as
good at
recent.
other things like slapping things with a stick and jumping. And do we even need to get into the crawling? However, you claim that like this is like your thing.
I mean, like, spells are my thing. I learned teleport like a little bit ago from that lady that you guys gave me her book. She had bad handwriting. I don't know what to tell you.
Most wizards do. You ever tried to fill a prescription from a wizard?
Yeah, it's terrible.
In goddamn.
You don't know. Exactly, yeah. All right, so roll an intimidation check. Scare away these.
It's real high. AJ.
Yeah, bad. What do you all? Well, he's doing math.
All of mine don't.
What would you do to help? That's what, as opposed to looking at your stats.
I would. I mean, I don't know. I just see myself just plus of like. I mean,
Like song?
I would, and I would also just strike up conversations with people to keep things interesting and less boring, and
Who do you strike up a conversation?
everybody, different times.
Cool. Roll a charisma check.
I'm not very charismatic on this one. 8.
8.
Oh wait, would it be? It wouldn't be a saving throw, is it? Sorry.
Oki and I are just like running. Like, imagine like if you saw like a really bad security team, like what their actions look like run in the front, barrel roll, looking this way, stuff like that, but actually super effective at it instead.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. What am I rolling?
Perception.
19.
Nice. You find that the rolls and the dives and the covering your both of your eyes with cupped hands
Yeah.
helps.
It's because he looks so cool.
Exactly. No, how are you?
I am distancing myself from the loud noises, and as the shadows are growing longer, I put my hood up and I'm disappearing into the shadows and being very stealthy in case something attacks us. They won't
Sure.
see me.
Roll a stealth check. The shadows getting longer is like the best imagery.
Gina, the God Butcher.
It's gonna be 22.
22. All right. You all. You see the clearing in the outpost in the distance through some wooded area, but it kind of the woods become a little bit more sparse as you get to this outpost. You are tired. Everybody, please roll a Constitution save.
Should I go to the one
13.
that's left?
13,
9.
9,
5.
5.
You said a
Constitution saving throw.
15.
Narnit and Kata both take 1 point of exhaustion. You have. I got those written down somewhere. Maybe. Maybe I don't. Whatever. I think you get disadvantage on all of your. Remember what it is, Dan? All of your ability checks.
I think it's just speed is slowed.
Disadvantage on ability checks. 2 is speed is half.
I do not have it.
So yeah, you have disadvantage on your ability checks until you can get some rest and regain it. But as you approach, you see a vacant building. No light, no hearth. You see the absence of anybody in this house.
Oh my god.
Going in.
I'm gonna not going so fast. I'm gonna first search the perimeter for any kind of clues that there was like maybe an ambush or large groups of guards. You know what I mean? Like footprints for like a lot of people.
Perception check. How fast are you going in? What are you doing?
I'm going in at full monk speed because I see my friends are exhausted and they need a place to stay. They want to get in there quick. I want to light a fire, and I want to then make sure it's safe.
You book it up to the big double doors, and Orly, you first of all see nothing out of the ordinary. There are no troop movements. There's no remains of what would have been battle. It looks relatively similar to when you had last seen it, which would have been, I don't know, a year ago or however long this was. However, the absence of fire and light in the fort is the only change. You approach and you see on the doors have been chained and barred. And it says a notice from the city of Bryn that this outpost has been closed as to a resource reallocated to protect the Calda of the city of Bryn.
How far away is the rest of the group?
Are you all approaching
Yeah, yeah. I would say
speed
that.
as opposed to cat spring?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I basically went up there like. Anybody that knows owns a cat knows that noise.
Just ran up and like rubbed your side against the door.
Like quickly run. So I'm gonna say they're like 60 feet. I'm gonna yell back. Hey, the Caldas wants to be safe, so this is closed, but also it's night, so we should open it.
I mean, it's bolted. I don't see. There's a note that says that they're elsewhere and we're friends with them. Maybe there is a better way to get in instead of unbolting these chains that we'd probably have to bolt back up because they wouldn't want just like leave it wide open. You know what I mean?
Sure. I got a really good idea.
Huh.
And I firebolt the chain, and then I pull it apart.
Okay.
And I pull it off the door, and I hand it to Orla. And I say, when we leave, you just fix it, and we'll be all good.
It's a lot of eye rolls, but it makes sense.
Does that cost you a spell slot?
I think so.
Yeah.
Cantrip.
It's a cat.
The as it explodes away and the doors are accessible.
Going in.
Cool. You guys go in and you see that there is a fair amount of, as you guys kind of explore the area, there's a fair amount of stock still in this fort. There are rations. There's not anything that's fresh, but there's grain, there's rice, there's some dried meats. There is a barrel of beer.
Game over.
They seem to have left in quite a hurry, and they seem to have left and planned on returning. They didn't take the stores with them. So you basically have an outpost of the city of Bryn to your access. Is there anything else you would like to do or see or say or anything before you all, I assume, take a long rest?
You know, set up a bunch of sentries and win D&D real quick. We now have our dungeon. We also have a dragon. You just come here and post up.
I'm gonna do an investigation check and look for any like correspondence or like journals or like any written history of what may have happened.
Ooh.
Woo!
Wow.
Nat
Ooh, boy.
20.
At 20 and 19.
Nice.
Now, because this 18.
So it's gonna be a 25.
Tell me your secrets.
You find the office of the warden, of the, I believe warden was the term I used last, of the, trying to figure out if I have his name.
Look back 48 sessions ago.
You find the headhunter Malkin, and you see a journal entry of scouting reports of game seen and caught in specific areas, and that there seems to be a conscious effort of not to hunt in those areas after something has been hunted there, and a sense of responsible sustainability for the forest. You do see there was an abrupt message brought in from the city of Bryn, and the date and time, or date, coincides with the takeover of the city regarding entry. In that all guards and all outposts should report back to the city as commanded by the Culto of Bryn. There are notes that he found that peculiar, but you know, soldier's duty, they returned.
Did we tell Juliana about Adri's plan to...
You
We did.
Yeah.
The Nikki with... I guess we're like hunkering down for the night. I'll take the cauldron out and see what Adri's up to again to make sure we have a little bit of time to get there.
All right, roll a.
Good idea.
I'm gonna roll it.
Oh. Gosh.
You beat it. Whatever it is, you beat it. You see her walking the grounds of Temple Karis. And next to her is a palanquin being led by. It's a like a raised
Like betting almost, like a
bedding thing that is raised by people.
Oh!
like a royalty would be
Yes.
like
Yeah. Like a carriage without wheels.
Who's gonna carry it around on that?
And you see a extremely old, frail individual
oh no.
with red robes
you
discussing things with her. Make a
Great.
perception check. What's that?
Not good. Not good signs.
Okay. So even with that, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see her mentioning that if you can provide efforts that I've asked, I'd be happy to return the favor.
It's like, well, what favor would that be? We have a number of things at our disposal already. What can you offer that we don't already have?
She says, well, I have another key
to your endeavor. I've found it in the mountains. Been withholding it for you for this type of favor, exactly. It's like, well, what? Please be specific. And she holds out a small glowing orb, and in the glowing orb is a picture of a large dragon scale.
Okay.
There's the tooth.
Share this with everybody. What's that mean?
They're probably trying to resurrect
Tiamat.
Yeah. I imagine the more parts you have, the better.
Sure.
Dragons have lots of parts, though. Like, you ever seen one scale? They've got like a million. They're gonna need so many of these scales. Not even worried about
Claw. Or an eye for the next keys.
it. Oh, they only need 2 of those. Or 1. Or
What
none.
What happens if we plant a seed of doubt? Because they don't know that we have
I
a
don't
dragon
think I
tooth
have
box,
any of
right?
those seeds.
We're gonna go by that farm.
It's all of
That one farm.
like, well, I don't know about the scale. You're gonna need a lot of them. I don't have any more seeds. It's all clever. I'm so proud of you.
I sigh deeply and take out a piece of paper and disguise my penmanship to write.
I have a
Because
question. Do
Adrian
you have
might
any calligraphy and or forgery skill or forgery tools?
I have smith
So.
tools. Those are pretty close to forging tools.
No, but she does
They
have
are
disguise
actually
self, and maybe she can
adjacent
disguise
to
her
forging
hand to
tools,
somebody
if
else.
you know what I mean. Hey.
I have thieves' tools.
You have thieves. But
Yeah.
you don't have a calligraphy set or forging tools. I don't know if that's a thing.
Just do it with your left hand.
There you go.
Forgery kit is what it's
Yeah. Yeah, because I have thieves' tools and tinker's tools. So. All right.
Make a performance check.
Is it a performance check or a deception check?
If you're, I think if you're trying to mimic a handwriting,
I don't know.
perception.
All right.
Mimic
But if-
it, or
Yeah.
are you trying to? I guess that's more of a question. Trying to mimic or just disguise?
Disguise, because I don't have anything to mimic off of.
What are you saying in this?
I am going to write, beware, do not trust the Kalda. She lies about the scale.
Is there a ink dip symbol that I could quickly make?
Do you have anything? What would a good Nagiba?
I have.
We know what the Nagiba symbol
Press-
is, right?
But do we want to use Angiba or want, like who'd be an ally of this whole
Did-
part?
Yeah,
Press
sure.
the
Well, the
digitation.
Evo would be like the main one, for sure. But maybe if we use like a name.
How long does this need to last?
I'm thinking like if I use like ink dip.
Sure, but my question is, how long does this need to last? Because I have a press.
Digit.
I can do it. Prestidigitation.
Does it go away once it like disappears from your site, or is there like a?
I don't know.
Because I wonder if we put it in the box and then they open it and then it like
gone.
disappears.
Mark's this old guy.
Yeah.
Who are his friends?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That are
literally
Exactly.
alive. Probably mostly
Oh,
dead.
then literally nobody. When I said everybody, I meant nobody. He's old as dirt. He's got a couple of people that he considers as people that do things for him. I don't know if they're friends. But I would.
Who would he trust that doesn't live at the time?
What about milk?
Oh,
Melgola?
I do enjoy a good glass, but I would recommend doing somebody who's dead, honestly, because then it comes from like beyond the grave and it'll be all extra creepy, right?
Like Lawson?
You read my mind. And I pull out Clausen's robes.
Okay.
It's
That.
and I pull off I'm assuming on the robe there's like a, "Hi, my name is Clausen. Ask me why I love working here," or whatever. Like,
There is not, but on the robes there was a belt.
on the belt, is there anything that says, "I'm a proud Ingiba member. Follow me to the closest temple"?
What would be the representation of rank among the
All the different color belts that they had, sure. I don't know if that's enough.
Stripes on them.
What about you just shake
I'm
some
gonna
of the
take-
fur off of it?
I'm gonna take the belt,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the filigree gloves, and I'm gonna wrap them all together in like an Ingiba burial kind of thing, right? Being like, all of your belongings go with you to the afterlife in case you need to fight struggles in your next life, right?
Sure.
And I hand this to Gina. I say, "Put these with the notes and say it's from Klaus."
Who's
But then-
Gina?
Then he's gonna think Clausen is running around naked, or somebody killed him and is
And
giving.
Ingiba never runs around naked. They're given multiple copies of robes. They're only given one copy
why you
of
wear
the belt,
two.
though, which is important. You're really focusing on the wrong.
Why you always
things
wear
here.
two?
Why would he send his
I get that
clothes?
you're
In case
thinking
the
about
one is
what's
stolen
his
after
face
you
not
die.
having clothes on,
Yes.
but
I'm just gonna tear off a piece of the robe and not do the
But
whole.
the gloves, that you're gonna want to send the gloves. Those are a one-of-a-kind thing. I know it sucks that I'm losing them, but this is the only way to be as convincing as possible. What, are you gonna send him with a picture? No.
Yeah.
Be
You
like,
guys think we should send the gloves?
hey, I
Like
don't
the
think
special
you should listen to this
magic
person.
of the
Yeah. I don't think we
No.
should send the
No, you
gloves.
should keep those gloves.
Keep the gloves. I think we just send a
Wait,
piece of the robe.
They're not your magic gloves.
That they are.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah,
not
don't
sending
send
the
those.
gloves.
Just
Keep
do
Don't
this.
send those.
Take a piece that has the most cat hair on it. Send that piece.
I
That
can
way,
put more on it if you
no,
need.
but then they'll know it's your cat hair. If they test it, they'll be like, oh, this is Claus.
The Ingiba do have super advanced DNA testing capabilities. They're like the church.
You'd be dead in seconds.
You don't fuck with them.
So I rip off a piece of the cloth, put it with a note, sign the note with just -C, and put it in the box and puts it.
Cool.
Did you not put Curtis Lawson?
Clausen.
He was a
Put a
lawyer.
C.
His father was a lawyer. That's where Lawson comes from. Clausen. Like Lee Erickson.
For deception?
He's the son of Erickson Red.
I'm not gonna have you roll any. You're like good enough in deception that you've made a reasonable note that is contains the argument of, hey, here are these things. However, you don't know what handwriting, so you can't like lie about that. You can certainly put a note that seems to be
Written.
enough. Yeah, written and says what you want it to say.
Plant the seed.
And as you open back up the box, did you say the command word?
Wait, did you put in this super secret?
Nope. The command word, which is. Oh, it's at disadvantage. Oh, I don't know it.
Isn't it like hide?
It's Japanese.
IRL.
All right. Well, I guess let's rest a minute, and
Yeah.
then maybe I'll remember it in the morning.
Probably better chance.
You all bed down for the night.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh.
start fire.
Yes, and
We also have the orbs.
to go find
Oh yeah.
dope.
You have 3 glowing orbs.
Mhm.
One of orange, one of blue, and one of green. Green was from the plant creature that you also took its life force
Mhm.
as you killed it in the swamp.
Uh-huh.
You need a red and a yellow, not purple.
Do we have all Power Rangers?
Just colors.
Need to complete our Roy.
So as we're sitting around the
Yeah.
fire, does anybody can we examine
ghost
these
stories?
and see if like can we look at the orbs and see if anything is coming up for us in terms of
Let's
like
put the orbs close to each other and see what they do.
That can only go well.
Let's do some testing. Roll them like a bowling ball. Let's juggle them. Let's tell them funny
I
jokes.
mean, like
Performance check.
3/4
Let's
of the way through.
angrily
this, so
yell at it, see what it does. Oh, nice. Well, I rolled a 19, so we know it's great.
So in montage form, you see Orla rolling them around as if she's playing bocce
A
ball.
34.
Rolling them around.
Yeah.
You see her, and then it's like pan to you guys, pan to her, and she's juggling them. It's pan to you guys, and pan to her, and what's the funny joke you're telling?
What's a black and white and red all over?
They're orbs. They're not going to get
It's a lion eating a pin.
They're not even from those.
They
same
also don't
things.
laugh. Because they're orbs. What do you do next with the orbs?
I put them together like they're talking to each other. I
All the most Orla shit I've ever heard.
I cuddle with them. I start yelling at them. I start playing my violin. That's the end.
Sure. As you play your violin, one of them begins to glow.
You liked it.
And I said, guys, did you see?
Which
You
color?
liked it.
So I do it again.
The blue one kind of fades out.
Wait, how many different strings do you have on?
2.
Are the orbs
3.
souls?
You have 3.
Oh, I think I do.
It came with 1.
Like life
Oh,
force
then I
that
gathered
have
two, yes.
to be inanimate objects that
Huh?
are they souls that like she's snatched from people that she's using to then like put in inanimate objects?
I don't know, but I'm going to
Oathbreaker bar.
use message and try to speak with it.
Sure. What do you say?
I don't know, but now she's trying to talk with it. I think you're right.
Hello, can you hear me?
No response.
Hmm. Hmm. Um. What if I start singing to it?
I don't know. What if you start singing?
I'm gonna start singing to it.
Roll a performance check at disadvantage because I remembered you have. Oh no, it's you two that have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't me. 22.
It begins to glow and pulse the same way for one pulse, the same way as if you played when you were playing music.
It likes music.
Oh. Does it like being yelled at?
No.
See, nobody does Narnia. Don't yell at us.
What if we put the other ones back closer to the fire?
When did I yell
Yeah,
at you?
Don't worry. We'll another time.
Orange went by the fire.
What did the orange potion do when we had all those random color potions?
Agent Orange is what it was called. I don't
You
know.
are, but
It was.
It was
I
not
don't think
Agent
it was called
Orange.
Agent Orange.
you
Was it? Was it?
No.
I
Oh,
believe the
I'm sorry.
potion that you took.
let's cut that out.
No, the orange potion made his hair red or orange.
Wow. Is his hair still orange?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Yes.
grab out a
Yeah.
chunk of his hair
Um,
and I'm gonna pull it close to the orb. If he comes with it, that's cool. If not, it's closer to the
if you
orb.
grab my hair, I'm definitely gonna swing an axe at your hand. So you should not grab my hair.
Blue. Where did we get the blue one from?
I'm just giving you a nice little
Core
pat.
of these.
As soon as I see your hand coming towards me, I dodge away.
Giant.
Get it. Put your hair next to that orb.
I grab the orb and put it on my head.
That's not what it
No.
was.
The green one was from the monster in
Rub
the.
it.
Get genie.
So the
Oh, you
orange was
believe it.
also
Believe it.
from there. And then the green one was from that swamp. Crazy looking vegetation thing.
Correct.
Hmm.
I think less, or yeah, more important than what they react to is like why did they react?
Could we control the orbs, do we think? If we found our own abandoned construct and reanimated it with these orbs, would it be under our command?
Could we eat one and become powerful?
I don't like
I
the
don't
way the
think-
vampire is talking. I love the way the vampire is talking. These are all great ideas. This can only go well.
How much
Grab
of the
them all.
construct material did I get when I disassembled?
You've used a good amount of it on the chain. And let's say you have like a pound of it left. Like, how much are you going to carry with you?
Oh, I had some of the
We don't
tie
play
armor.
with like encumbrance, but you're not going to be carrying around an unlimited amount of chunks of metal with you. Spoiler alert.
Last time I had thigh armor from construct, 1 quantity.
Yep, and you've used that using shields for both of them.
Yep.
And bracelet. So that is gone.
Yes. So about that much. I probably had again though. Like,
Sure.
that's how much I would carry.
Kato,
Yeah.
I may have had a lot of beverages, but are you saying you want to make one construct right now? We put an orb in it just to see what happens.
No, I'm saying right now my workmanship would be very shoddy, but eventually we could maybe try and make.
Well,
Weren't there like construct skeletons around, like near here? Could we just go try one of those?
can I do an investigation check?
You can do a history check.
That'll work.
Which will probably be just as good.
You say that.
I don't think your investigation's any better than your history.
When we came
Well,
up
I think they're
from
both about the same.
when we came up from the sewers, did we come up through like an abandoned construct,
That one was way
like a
wide.
giant one?
You did. Or
Seven.
you got the thigh.
7.
Mm,
We might have.
okay.
How about this? What if we just don't try and control them at the moment and find somebody who knows what they do?
So what you're telling me is we want to make constructs, put these orbs in them, and release them on the world? That sounds like a crazy idea,
No, I'm saying we definitely don't do that.
but
I'm
I'll
saying
do it.
I'm gonna, if that's what you're thinking, I'm gonna make a lockbox for them out of the construct armor I have. Hide them.
What are you going to make first?
The lockbox.
Oh, okay.
For
You
sure.
thought what I was doing. Alright, good job.
The worst thing that could happen is we could put them in a construct and it reanimates and then tries to kill us.
Well, we already beat it once before, so it was to say I didn't even lose half my health. Literally any of these times except maybe 3.
Didn't you lose a whole leg?
I also lost an entire life once, or maybe even more than once, almost. I'm tired, guys. I'm gonna go to sleep, but first, I'm gonna come up with a sweet business plan. And it's gonna be cool, and all of your friends are gonna be invited, and it's gonna be great. And he immediately passes out at the end of the sentence. On the spot, snoring aggressive.
You snore in tandem with Werner, who is laying down on a bench with Filbert on his chest. Just
What was the way we communicated with the tavern? Did we have a burner stone with them too?
with Julian.
Okay.
Let's look at this. I'm gonna shield with the orbs.
Just gonna long rest.
Yeah.
Just chill with the orbs, made a long rest as well.
I'm gonna go lock the front door before I go to sleep.
Should we take turns? Keep them watch.
No.
I think we're pretty safe in here.
You all get a long rest. And you all wake up. Kind of stretch out. You've got your bedrolls. Look around, there's a small fire. You are in the woods. And morning is kind of just cracking up over the break of dawn. Light shining down over the trees. It's pleasant. You guys wake up in the morning.
We're in the woods. Post. Guys.
Hmm.
Where are we?
What are you talking about? We're nice next to the warm fire, and everything's all Gucci. Everything's great.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Look around.
No, I refuse to. What are you talking about?
Like we're outside. Right
We are.
You guys are out in the woods as if you guys just made camp as you were traveling.
Where are the orbs?
Do you have the orbs with you?
Yeah.
They're with you?
I have my weapons.
You have your weapon? Everybody has everything in there in the door.
Are we dreaming?
Is there a way for you to know whether you're dreaming or not?
Slap me.
I was gonna say slap me.
I slap them both.
I felt it.
Marks is hard.
Do I take any damage?
It was open-handed.
I'm not gonna say that hurts less.
So I lightly slap Orla's face, and I fucking punch the shit out of Marx's.
Somebody make a perception check.
Wait. Who's higher?
Mine.
Not mine.
Yeah.
30.
30.
Yeah.
Here,
Excuse me, 28.
you hear the faint music playing, and people have fun, laughing, giggling, kind of. And it seems to be coming from one direction,
Oh,
not the band.
it's that. It's those fairies.
Little shitheads.
It's those
What fairies? What are you
again.
talking about? You're just spouting random shit.
Orla.
What are you talking about?
I just quickly stuffed the orbs in the bag.
At that
What
direction.
fairies? What are you talking about?
Stealthily. I'm like,
The ones that made us go
you know what I
steal
mean?
those
Trying to be quiet
Oh,
and not
stealth.
to
Yeah,
be
why did
okay.
you bring them up?
because they're here.
Do you hear that? They're giggling.
I don't.
18.
As you follow the music, you come to like a small little opening in the woods and the bramble. It creates this like crooked path, like a narrow lane, and you come out to a clearing. And in the distance, you can see a single mountain spire, with a cloud around it, and a small, well, from your perspective, nest nestled at the top.
Mm-hmm.
There's in the clearing a tree that seems to have been struck by lightning, and there's this static that erupts from it as if it's its roots. And you see 3 individuals dancing, singing, and drinking from a jug, and they seem to be throwing this stream of light to one another. And this blue stream of light, as if it's a ribbon or star, they're throwing it back one another, laughing, singing and rhyming. You see them frolicking, but they're frolicking next to a large stream that's in between them. This stream is it's not a stream; it's a river. It's a large river, and it seems to have this mist just above it.
I'm going to get closer.
As you get closer, they are indeed closer. You see that they have these kind of childlike figures of their top. There's 2 horns that roll back around each of their ears, and you see below their waist they have a animalistic aspect to them. They're cloven hooved with fur, and they're singing and dancing and drinking and shouting at one another and cracking jokes. They burst into laughter. There's a fire crackling with a large ham leg cooking over the spit as it's rotating by itself. They seem to be having an excellent time.
I seem very.
They're on the other side.
Does how wide does this river seem? Does it?
As you get closer, it seems to get wider and wider, and it's probably somewhere in between 60 and 80 feet.
I'm gonna kill. I whisper to Narnip. Kill these motherfuckers.
Let's wait for him to do something. I
Yeah.
don't trust him.
Why'd you grab your
Very-
keys?
very suspicious.
No, I just whispered.
It's like,
thought you
I'm
got
just gonna
custody
try
of
to
like-
yell.
No, I sidebar. I have notifications on for global entry. It's a whole separate conversation, so I'm like constantly checking my notifications.
For global.
But what?
Whole different.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
But I got a really funny notification just now. That's
So, what are you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna try to yell. Hello!
Your shout doesn't seem to impact it.
Wait.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, that is breaking news. Can you announce that to the group?
I think that's not that takes an angle on our podcast that probably we don't. I mean,
Not.
That's gonna be the angle that breaks.
I mean, we can take a quick break. You guys want to take a quick break before you guys do this?
We got it. Yes.
Dan, that's what you do.
Yes. He's so.
Cool. We'll be back here in just a moment. Please stick with us, and we'll be right back. Thanks.
Bye.
so
I'll move the picture. Picture. Hey, there we are. Welcome back.
Just one.
We are no.
Oh.
It was the screen.
Got
The visuals.
Commercial.
Welcome back. Our heroes just woke up in the forest after camping in not a forest. They found themselves following a crooked path and narrow lane as they opened up to an area where they had been before. In the distance, there was a large spire-like mountain with a nest of a rock. As you've seen it before, that was the rock that had brought back a number of pieces of chunks of meat that were like glittered in diamonds. And then you found a tree that is familiar outside of this cottage, but no cottage at the time. You found this tree had been struck by lightning multiple times, and you just found a number of 3 individuals that took the form of satyrs, dancing, frolicking, and having a wonderful time of revelry on the other side of this river that has a mild steam over it. We're just investigating that, seeing what exactly they were doing. They were having a wonderful time cooking ham, enjoying drink, laughing, playing. They seem to be throwing this stream of like a blue streamer back and forth to one another.
I'm going to try to use message. And then while I'm looking at that, it's 120 feet. So you said it's 80 feet, right?
You could absolutely, yeah.
So I'm going to say to them, hello.
Cool. In their, and you could shout it too.
I did. You said that they didn't hear me.
Well, they were having a good time. It does jog their attention for a moment. They understand and acknowledge you.
I'm only
They
going
go,
to go
hello!
How do I get over there?
Well, however you like, come join us.
So I'm going to use my Ray of Frost
Sure.
on the river.
Sure.
Create myself an icy path
We just watch
to be able
I'm
to
not going over there.
skate across.
You ray of frost and 1 5-foot square of this 80-foot wide freezes for a moment.
It's 60 feet.
What?
The range.
The range is 60 feet.
Yeah, but it's like a bolt of ice.
Oh.
It's like
I'll go up.
it doesn't like shoot a line
You
of
guys
ice.
stay
Okay.
back up.
Um,
I come out of the woodworks and I help her by frosting.
You guys frost yourselves a little path over like what your breath is what?
Far.
Isn't that from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yes, it sure is. Frost yourself.
Frost yourselves.
Ladies of New York, frost yourself. Frosty!
It's a
I love for you let it die.
one action.
Great movie.
Very underrated.
Yes, it is.
15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. So on top of that, you guys get out. There's like a 20-foot cone that freezes, and as it freezes, you can see in the river. There's a number of hands and faces that are frozen underneath the ice that you've created,
Creepy.
and just outside of that ice, occasionally you see a hand break the surface, and it erupts in flames.
That's awesome. That's such a visual, AJ. Great job.
God.
And as you notice, occasionally there are hands, heads, faces that break the surface of this steam river, and as they break, a flame erupts and ignites. And you've noticed this is peppering and creating the steam all across the river.
We should not be on this water.
I'm not gonna go on that water.
But
God.
you heard a team hold back.
Shit.
The little satyrs are still over there.
Party.
I yell to them. Hey, why don't you come over here?
Because the fun is over here!
We're having more fun over here. And I start playing music and dancing and
Kata started dancing too.
There's 3 of
Right
them.
up.
Performance checks, both of you.
done.
You know, you're about to get a nat 20 on the fucking performance right now.
Like the dude from Footloose learning how to dance.
I was thinking more like the Sasquatch from a Goofy movie.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
There you go. Cool. 5?
Yeah, nice.
That's all right.
28.
Got it.
Nailed it. You start playing. What do you play?
Nice little cheery jig.
Cheery jig. And how do you jig?
And I like bouncing around and dancing.
Way off beat.
All
Very-
around in circles around Kata.
Yeah.
Like the worst metronome you've ever seen.
Yeah. They go, please come join us. We're having such a fun time.
And I take out the orb and pass it to Kata, like, because they're throwing their little whatever F they're throwing.
Make an investigation check.
16. Do they have it?
It looks like a single strand of bluish silver light, and as they throw it, it looks like a single skinny comet, and they throw it, catch it with one of them, and then they throw it to the other one.
Nope. You know they're throwing somebody's soul back and forth or something like that. No way. Nope. Hard no. I made a mistake.
I had that orb, and I pick up a rock, and as I throw it, I thaumaturgy it in a different color every time you throw it. We're starting to
I
rock.
had the orb.
That's
They are back to their own wiles.
one of the times that I get the rock, I throw it at them.
Okay? Make a strength check. How far can you throw?
So far.
Yeah.
It goes in the water.
Just as somebody's face breaks the surface and begins to erupt, You release it super late, and it throws right into the ground, right into the water, and it hits this person's face, and they erupt as they sink back down.
Do we really need them? Should we probably just like get out of here?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna find fun somewhere else.
Make an investigation check.
Great.
There is nowhere else.
We're just gonna leave. Make an investigation check. Great. Don't like that.
14.
As you were playing and jigging around Caleb, the 3 strings of your violin were glowing silverish blue. And now you see they have a silverish blue
They have my other
strand of
string.
ribbon that they're playing and tossing.
Where'd you get that?
Did they answer?
Where'd you get that
I
string?
Their
use,
attention is elsewhere. It's like talking to me on a normal day.
I use thaumaturgy and I just yell, "Where'd you get that?"
They go, "She left it for us!"
My guess is the Duchess. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, she great.
She's fantastic. We love her.
They go back to their dance and their song.
What would you trade for that?
Well, come join us first.
Alright, get over there.
Never follow a satyr to a second location.
I step out of my hiding spot and get within 90 feet.
You
And
just
I
poke your
go-
head out of the bush.
Go, Pete! And have Putrid Pete apparate in the middle of their fun circle.
You see Putrid Pete, and make a charisma saving throw for Putrid Pete.
Mm.
And if there's not a saving throw thing, just roll the charisma check for me. We'll see how this goes.
He's trying to be charismatic.
He's the most charismatic zombie that there
Even
is.
if he is or isn't, he's about to roll a 19. So.
Heart.
Alright, so just a regular charisma, he's got an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
As he, you see him going.
Is he dancing?
And he begins dancing to their music.
And I'm like,
I'm gonna go, Pete!
It's only the
No.
high strings. There's no low notes.
no.
He's on our side or he's on their side?
He's on their side of the river, dancing with them now.
What's the range on Putrid Pete?
90 feet.
90
Nice.
feet. Yeah, that was perfect. Just trying to do it wide enough out of range for most of your shits.
Do they react, Pete?
One of them grabs Pete's hands and they tear off from his body and they keep dancing around with their hands. And then they connect him back to him and then they go off and dance and Pete's going,
Well, they're gonna be poisoned now, because he is putrid.
nice. Alright, cool. Is that a save that they have to make or something?
Yeah.
Is the ice still frozen?
It begins to thaw
Ooh, that one's so
after some
good.
time.
Go over there, Mark says that's bad.
That's not good.
They are poisoned. What does that mean? They rolled an 8. I don't know what it was. Constitution of that.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that means they rolled a 9.
They're poisoned until the start of their next turn.
Alright, poison means that creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. At least that one of the 3 does.
I'm gonna call out to Pete, because he listens to me, and he's supposed to do what I tell him to do.
It's like, yeah, Mom!
That was
I assume that's a relationship.
I'm the belle of the ball!
Men in Black,
Yeah.
the exterminator guy.
Oh.
Ominous.
That's all that reaction apparently I have when we talk about the main guy.
Underwater.
It's just not in it's just noises. All right.
Take the string,
This is
and bring it to me.
Roll a dexterity check for.
can something go bad? Like,
Eat.
Flavor is that supposed to be?
there's nothing
Pick
tropical
that. Pick
about
that.
it.
Any roll right now.
Well,
16.
I don't know.
You see,
Maybe good if it was cold. Like,
and
I
it's like a vortex that they're. No, it is. It does look like what are they? Like a ribbon ball. It's like if they were throwing parts of a ribbon dance, like Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Like the Olympics.
like
I'm
any
gonna
ribbon
notice
dance or ribbon thing that
Oh, the
was
internet's
sold
gonna
in
be
the
mad at you.
80s and 90s.
If that's why the three people that watched this are mad.
Oh, man.
I thought they're all three Olympic ribbon dancers.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna run out on the remaining 20 feet of ice,
Mhm.
cast a spell, and then run back to the shore as fast as I can.
What are you casting?
I'm gonna cast Conjure Woodland Beings. I'm gonna conjure 3 more satyrs that look identical to the satyrs that I see in front of me,
Okay.
and they're just gonna start screaming,
Now,
"Throw me the ball!"
we said
throw me the
woodland
ball."
beings.
Yeah.
We said that you were going to be able to cast dogs, and that was it.
So we're gonna cast a preset number.
This is
You
number
said-
2.
I said what you wanted to cast, and you were like, blink dog. Out of all.
That does sound like how Bob would respond. Blink dogs all the time. There's nothing better in any type of advantageous scenario ever.
And it was mostly because you have conjure this, conjure that, and conjure some more stuff.
Nah, I think
And
it's mostly
we
because
needed
you
to
didn't want me
narrow
to,
it.
you didn't want me flipping back and forth between
Dogs and satyrs?
all the available woodland beings.
Yes.
If that's the case, then next time I level up, I would like to retract that spell because that seems
You can do that when you
seems
level up.
useless.
You can do that when you level up.
And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to conjure dogs, and they're going to attack these fuckers.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say that as soon as I saw, or as soon as Marxist sees Narnip cast a spell to bring Putrid Pete right in the middle of them, his eyes go, and he goes right into attack mode.
As
But he is
your
2 turns away.
wait, who's doing this?
So,
Who's Marx is in attack mode? How are you gonna get over there?
That's why I asked about the ice.
Oh.
And also, I'm 2 movements away. So 2 rounds away.
All right. Roll a charisma or a wisdom saving throw. It's for the dogs.
Blink, blink.
And it would be leave the pack.
charisma,
Yes. Wisdom.
wisdom, 14.
14.
That.
They too, much like Pete, are charmed. It will not attack. Charmed creature cannot target the charmer, and the charmer has advantage on ability checks. Charmed creature cannot target the other charmer.
I'm gonna say, Pete, slow dance with that one. And have him try to grab out and slow dance with them.
Make a either dexterity saving throw or a charisma check to be like, I'm gonna grab you and dance with you, and or I'm gonna swoon you over here to dance with you.
Oh.
Everybody on my team is still on my side, right?
I believe so.
I'm not against you.
Who? Well, I mean, like, on the side of the river.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they went over to the other side.
You guys did?
No.
I just
y'all.
No, I just got close enough to
There's-
within
there's-
90 feet to put Pete.
Okay,
As and then probably about now the ice is beginning to melt.
Okay. Real quick, I am going to just play this little ditty, and any friendly creature within 30 feet of me that can hear me gains advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Cool.
That's great.
That's excellent.
Most excellent. Most excellent.
Biddly-biddly-boo.
the wild stallions on that charity stream were so great. On a
Counter
string
chart.
guild
And
stream,
all
they
it
were
was
so
was just
much
two
fun.
white
Counter
t-shirts
chart.
with
Oh.
highlighters drawn on
It
them.
was great. All right, so what's everybody doing?
I did
Plus
that.
22 other people in the world. And a great.
I'm going to search for areas that might be not as far in the river that I can just.
Roll an investigation check.
Uh, 15.
15. You see up the river just a little bit. It narrows for a moment, and you can see the ford crossing the river, where it just becomes more shallow. As you look over there, there seems to be statues along that way.
I'm just gonna go over there.
As you head over there, there is a dip in a path that goes down into the river, and it's basically a water flooded road.
Okay.
Shallow enough in some parts for a cart or a person to walk through, but then it dips off and becomes more deep.
I'm going to try to walk across.
Sure. As you begin-
Does it narrow like it but in between? Like so does it get closer together? Do the two sides get
Ye-
closer together? Or is
No,
it just as
no,
wide?
It's just as wide,
Okay.
but it's walkable.
Okay. I'm gonna actually before I walk across say, hey guys, I found a come over here.
Mhm.
Shallower place. I'm walking across. I'm gonna walk across.
As you walk across, you see several statues, and they seem to be these people either halfway, knee-high, waist-high, chest-high, sticking out of the water, and they are turned to stone, and as they're like above the water, there seems to be a light flame just where their body breaks the surface. And as you pass, roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Nine.
9. As they pass, you can see several of them reach out for you for a moment, and they look at you, and you can see the stone eyes that are the pupilless stone eyes looking at you for a moment. They reach out, and then they bow, and they freely let you pass. You hear like this moaning, gravelly sound as they
I
bow down.
bow back and I continue.
Sure. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna look at the river a little bit more closely. Investigate the river.
Sure. This is seems to be a river. Typical river, but as you can tell, every time something from below it breaks the surface, you see that it's been igniting fire. So it's either the balance of drowning or burning. There are several bodies in the river that occasionally peak and break the surface as you. This is all like stuff like you've seen already without investigation checks. Are you headed down towards Orla's area? Like you don't have to step in, but I'm saying like, are you gonna head
Yeah.
towards where she is at?
Yeah, very slowly.
Oh. Make an investigation check now.
Okay. Yikes. Efficient investigation. Yes. Okay, so that's gonna be a 13. Or no, a 16. Excuse me.
16. Okay. You see these bodies, and they are all types of shapes of people, of races, of all beings of the world, and several of them are further away from this fort, and several are up closer against it. And as they go closer to it, they are less they're in a less deep portion. So the closer to the floor they are, it's like knee height. But they're like moving, but they can't. They don't seem to be stepping or moving. They just have the radius of their reach. And a little bit further out from the floor, that you can see there's waist height, chest height, and then just necks that are struggling to keep afloat. But again, around all of their points of entry into the water, there's a light flame, a light blue flame.
If I throw like a leaf on the water, does it burst into flames?
You grab a leaf and it does not burst into flames.
Take some rope from Marxus and try to throw the rope in the river.
Smacks into the water and kind of begins to float, head downstream. You're holding the other end.
Yeah. Does anything
You
grab
Hey,
it?
let me see your rope. You throw the whole.
That was my last rope and my favorite rope.
Was that?
Does anything try to grab it? I pull it back in.
Dip my knife in.
Sure.
And then as I pull it out, it's light on fire.
Well, that's all happening, and the ice is melting. I'm gonna.
Walk across the floor.
Oh,
Sure. As you walk across the floor, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
But
I love wisdom saving throws. Have I ever told you how much I love wisdom specifically saving throws? It's because my character has a pretty great
Wisdom.
wisdom saving throw modifier. It's +1 for an 11.
An 11. As you're walking or running or whatever you're doing, for a moment, one of these knee-high grabs you, and they grab your wrist, and they make voided eye contact with you. You're looking
Don't
into
like that.
You're looking into the stone eyes, pupilless, and they reach out, and you can hear in your mind that they feel sorry for you, but you've also been in their shoes. And then they let go.
What? I kind of reel myself back from the shock and then look at everybody and just say nothing, but just shake my head a big old nope.
You just book to the other side.
Where the satyrs are, where they're having a just a great old
A
time.
jolly
you're-
old.
As you're making it to the other side, being like a second action, we'll come back to you
Yep,
and figure
yep,
that out. But what are you two doing?
do we see what just happened with Marxus?
You saw a hand reach out for a moment, and they made eye contact. And then
I'm gonna start using my hand axes to chop down trees and throw them into the water, with the idea that at the crossing path they'll jam up and start blocking the water flow.
okay,
Those are large trees.
you beaver it.
You
Leave
make
it
a
to
dam.
Beaver.
I'll chop and Oki will toss him in the water.
Cool.
80 foot. That's an 80
So you summoned Oki.
He's always been with us.
You're like, well, he's always in my heart. So you,
Yeah, he's been with us since at least
Will be in my heart.
since the back.
too much money to summon. I'm just kidding.
We don't have it.
I think that was
okay?
small enough time frame.
She was just humming a public domain too.
Exactly.
Throws in the
I said you'll be in my farts. That's what I said.
And that's because
That's when I lost control of the entire session. That was it.
That excuse stuff.
Now you guys are. You throw these logs in and they begin to collect. But it takes some time. So, alright.
As I see like one of the faces near the surface, I'm gonna cast message to it and say like, what's Are you okay? Hello?
what's up, bro?
Like how he
Their
just
reaction. Are you okay? They're like, no.
What?
drowning, and when I break the surface, I burst into flames.
How did
you
you-
okay?
How did you get there?
They say these are my sins.
What does that mean? What'd you do?
What a creep.
I hurt someone.
Oh, so you deserve to be down there and I shouldn't feel bad for you?
And you're talking to underneath the water surface,
Yeah.
not like a half ski.
Uh-huh.
They say, well, yes, I guess. I'm here, aren't I?
I'm not hearing this.
That's true. So how did you get in the river? Like, did you cross it and then you got stuck? Or like, did somebody come to collect your soul? Are you dead? What are you?
I was brought here upon my death.
Okay. So you're dead. Are you trying to drown us if we come across this river?
I'm just trying to dull the pain on whichever side at the moment does that for me.
What's up with those concrete things?
They have a lesser sin than I.
What's up with the satyr creatures?
I know not of any satyrs.
Okay. Should we not cross this river?
It's up to you.
Is this river gonna kill us?
Are you already dead?
No.
Mhm.
Okay. Good talk. Good talk.
You pat him on that.
Thank you, demon.
Okay,
So-
got it.
Those are souls that are dead and did hurt people, and now they're trapped there.
So they deserve it.
I guess.
I wonder if I know any of them. And I peer in, take a break, chop one.
Make an investigation.
Oh my God, this one is
Take a
right
break
in
from
your face.
making a beaver dam. Seeing if I recognize any of
17.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Home, please.
Wisdom saving. 19.
You see one pop up, and just as they go to reach to you, you're able to back away, and their entire arm bursts into flames. Their head breaks the surface, and they say, "Keep it up and join us." And then they sink back in the water.
I didn't recognize them though.
It looked dragonbornish.
Ooh.
So I might have killed some of these. And also, they want us in there.
So we shouldn't cross this river.
I already did.
Yeah.
How's my
Meanwhile,
dam
on
going?
the other side,
How's my dam?
you have 2 logs to a dam.
I have the world's sharpest
More
axes, and I
ajar.
only cut down 2 trees.
I'm just
Right.
you're
They're 80
you're still
foot-
cutting
they're
down
80
giant
feet
trees.
long.
It's also like 6 seconds around.
Yeah.
Thinking, dude. You thinking you're like pocket after the spinach, just
Oh,
chopping on a
bargain.
tree.
Meanwhile,
and
still
then trees
and
swing
also
around.
having conversations with dead things in the
to a dragon.
3 swings per round.
No way.
Yeah.
Even then,
How's
it's
that?
still been 12 seconds.
Reach.
Then you have
Murder
to
hates
drag
me
it
after
over.
cutting down a bunch
throw
of
it on
trees.
there. You have to go over to where the trees are at, and they're magical trees at that.
On
so-
the other side, what are you doing?
I believe I already am in the middle of a deal. Just gonna wait and see how it goes.
You've been let go and cross the river.
Where's Werner and Thecus?
No,
Not
nowhere to
with
be
us.
found.
We're in green state probably right now. So I'm gonna frolic up to these frolickers,
And they're frolicking
And-
around, and they say, "Join us!"
and I'm gonna okay, and then try to
Grab you and dance
Grab
you around
me.
for a little bit. And as you're dancing around, are you trying to be coy with your actions towards the streaming stream? Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Enough suspense.
That'd be alright.
Nat 20
At 20.
for 24.
As you're dancing around, you grab it. Do you do anything else?
What do you mean? Like after I grab it?
You take it.
You've grabbed it and taken it out of the air. And quickly grabbed it, but it will certainly go noticed.
I'm gonna put it in my bag, and then I'm gonna do prestidigitation and throw another blue orb up in the air. And then I'm going to misty step back to where the edge of the water is. So quickly get there, like halfway through the water, I would say. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a stealth check.
Can I help her in that stealth check?
How are you helping her with that stealth check?
I'm boisterously announcing my acceptance from the satyrs and joining their frolic circle. Is that what you would call it?
But I do. Wait.
Purple.
Where's the angry Jeep? Where's the angry Jeep?
What?
Oh, I
Do you
had it.
have an advantage?
I did. This was mine.
You also have this one, so I didn't know how many advantages.
Oh no, I only have this one. Oh, but that came with my thing.
Got it for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna try to re-roll with advantage. Okay.
That was a
Oh
gift.
my god. It's much better. 21.
21. Their perception check. They roll at disadvantage because they were poisoned. 5 and a 3.
Oh, I would have won with my initial roll.
So, and you burst into smoke. Or yeah, what's your misty step?
My misty step is
Glitter silhouette of you
It
and then
is.
shivers out.
100%.
That's like they go and they keep drinking and
I don't even
taking
notice
a slice
that's
off the
gone.
ham, and they are having a riot of a time.
Amazing.
And in their revels, you've escaped.
I love that they just have a ham off to the side.
There's a ham on a spit.
I'm tired
It's on a
throwing
spit.
this
And
energy.
the fire. They're dancing around the
hammer.
fire. There's
Satyr,
Oh my god.
Spanish. They are the same.
All right.
That's hilarious.
That would be a Spanish satyr.
Next time we do activity, I want to just
Damn.
winded. Let me get a quick slice.
Count me in. You got it.
I should use hydration, but instead, ham slice.
I'll take a ham, please.
Ham. That's also a ham thing. Ham reference. Ham.
Ham.
Get at us.
You can also download the ham horn on your local app store. You'll enjoy it.
What
Ham horn.
do you guys do now that you've acquired this blue strand? Quickly and quietly.
I'm gonna look at it.
And it is indeed a string to your bow.
D4.
You have 4 logs as you've deforested this, and as you go back, there's like a small sprout from the middle of the stump that you've cut down, and it is just begins to grow. And as you come back, they keep growing. They're like at 10 feet now, at least the first ones. You do?
I'm gonna go up to friends and I'm gonna message. Actually, first I'm gonna message Marcus. Marcus is like, we don't need to be over here anymore. We're good.
Who the fuck?
It's over.
Where?
Get on this other side.
You're like
Back over.
right next to each other, I'd imagine, too. 'Cause,
Oh,
you
like
both
in the
cross-
water. Yes.
You both cross
I
the
grab
water.
her shoulder while she's talking to me and say, "Do you hear this?"
I look at him and I message like, I'm talking to you. That I don't say anything. It's
They just say they're talking to me.
I'm gonna say with my mouth. Come on, Marcus. Let's go back.
We
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, kind of have like a really good time here.
You don't want to stay. I assure you. This is not an area you want to stay in.
They're joining. Come join us!
Do
We
you
have ham!
remember that really traumatic moment that we had
No.
Where-
Well, you literally never once lied to me, but also party ham. So can you beat party ham?
Yes, your life. I can assure you, you will be stuck here forever.
Probably give my life to the old party ham.
Then enjoy the party ham, Marxist. I'm going to the other side.
That was enough conviction for me. I'm gonna follow you on this one. I mean, that was enough conviction for me. I'm following you, but also I will expect to ham it.
As you get to the other side, you see Narnib curiously investigating the waters, and a sixth tree has been thrown to Oki as he like
Let's say, okay. Okay.
Simba dancing on a log kind of throws it from one side to the other. Flashes.
Now that I've got 6 down, I realized I can much more efficiently just cut down the smaller, faster growing trees. So I'm now just cycling through those,
Sure, yeah.
increasing my.
Yeah. You're building a dam
For the
in this
dam.
river of the dam. Yep.
we guys, we're good.
Okay, what does that mean? Where do we go?
I have
Yeah, but where do we go?
I think we should take a nap.
I always
Wait. Okay, let me put this string. Let's go. Can we go a little bit further elsewhere and like make? Where's the fire? Is it still going? The one that we.
You
woke
guys
up
can
around?
make your way back there to where the one you woke up around.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a fire.
So I want to make my way back there, and I'm gonna pull it out of my pack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna string my violin with it,
Sure.
and I'm gonna tune myself to it. Do I
You
need to do
tune
that?
yourself to it. And you're tuned, and you can see all 4 strings of this violin glow with this bluish silver, and the blue silver fills all of the filigree around the violin, and it just glows as it's on resting on your chin, between your chin and your clavicle.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out
Oh.
my
Do we hear this note? This
bow.
note?
Bow.
We hear
Oh.
this?
She hasn't played anything,
Bow.
but in theory,
And I'm going to.
as you play a song, a beautiful flowing song begins to flow and swing through the air, and you can see silver notes pop up in the air and dance along this. It's almost like a scent and or visual stream that you can see, and these colors begin to flow in and out of the stream. There's pinks, blues, purples, reds, greens, all kinds of colors floating all around you as the essence of this this song embodies every one of you. You now can cast the spell Dream once a day.
Orly, your violin sounds dope now that it's fully fixed.
Yeah, it does.
That's awesome.
Figure out.
Now what are you gonna do? It's got all the strings and stuff.
I don't know. Play it more?
It's a good idea. You should play it right now for me.
So I just continue to play.
As you continue to play, each and every one of you just feel so comforted by this and drowsy, and you begin to fall asleep. As each and every one of you fall asleep, or this last stroke of the bow along the strings puts her to sleep as well, and you fall in a comfortable, serene moment around this fire in this woods. That's where we're gonna pick up next week.
I'm gonna get murdered, but
Oh my god.
Wake up.
Thank you all very much for watching. Check us out next week. We're good.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Next week we're good, and we're going to figure out what is going on with these new bow strings. This sleep where apparently everybody's gonna be murdered. So we'll see. Join us next Monday. We'll be here, and until then, have a wonderful week. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Wake up. What's that guy's name?
Petey?
Petey just standing.